Once upon a fairy tale. Setting, fantasy. Characters, Joy, grandmother, Mia the fairy, and narrator. Narrator. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Joy. She always found fairies and mermaids interesting and wanted to be one when she got older. Her grandparents owned a house up in the mountains, and she always loved visiting them since they have a really big backyard that leads into the forest. She always loved exploring. Her grandmother had always told her stories about fairies coming to visit her when she was younger. Young Joy always wanted the fairies to visit her, but they never did. Until one day, Joy, Grandma, will the fairies ever visit me? Grandma, I'm sure they will, honey, at the right time. Now let's go eat some lunch. Narrator. Grandma went inside the house, calling for her to come in, and she followed, leaving the fairy's house. She made outside. Time passed, and she went to bed, forgetting to get the house she made. Then the next day she rushed down the stairs and immediately went to the backyard, slowly peeking in the window of the fairy house. She saw a fairy sleeping. Joy. OMG, a real fairy! Grandma. What are you doing? Up so early? Joy. Grandma, I got a real fairy, look! Narrator. Joy opened the roof, showing Grandma the fairy sleeping. She was surprised as she recognized the fairy. It was her old friend when she was younger. Grandma. Oh, I know this fairy. Her name is Mia. Mia wakes up. Oh, hello, good morning. Narrator. After the introductions, Joy was so happy she finally met a fairy. She played with the fairy all day and they became best friends. The end.